Good afternoon, everyone. Are we all good? Oh, hello, hello, hello. Oh, hold on. I actually just finished dinner. I was meant to eat. I was meant to eat a bit earlier. I got caught up playing TF2, and I was having such a good time. Hey, everyone. Thanks for all the happy partner anniversaries. Thank you, Carbs, for 5 months, and thank you, Nukivolo, for 2 months. Welcome back, guys. I look homeless? Yeah, I'm gonna cut my hair tomorrow, I think, before China.
Shrimp
Oh,
was that.
thank you, Zimzif. All right, let me get everything set up here. Open network stream. I might have to do. Okay, so we got ourselves a clean feed. Let me make sure the clean feed is working in a functional way that you can see it. And we'll talk about the game a little bit in a bit. Let me just get all of this. YouTube's working. Discord is up. Do I need to do my own? I might need to do my own overlay. I think I can solve that. The full screen preview, put it up there. Yeah, I think that works. I think it works. It should be in sync as well. Okay, I'm hoping it'll be in sync. If there's a bit of a delay, we might be scuffed, but maybe it's okay. Is that a Man City shirt? No. Cloud9. Shh, don't tell us, guys. Don't tell SSG. Don't tell SSG, okay? Just a little secret. Little secret between all of us. Oh. Hey, any guests today? No, just me and the action. Let me press this button. That button. You can see what we're working with here. This is our game. It's just gonna be a quick one and done. A quick one and done. Wait, did I get off? Yeah, I did get off voice. Okay. Quick one and done. Frost Tales versus Quick Esports. If you've not been following a lot of the Masters League, like myself, I've been keeping up with the results, but I've not really watched any of the games. So I'm gonna come in and just sort of figure it out as we go. Quick Esports have been doing quite well. Frost Tales Esport have done pretty well in the regular season as well as this. They finished second overall, 13-2. Find themselves in the upper bracket final, spot in the grand final here. Most importantly for the winner, they secure that spot in the relegation promotion games. For those who don't know, how this feeds into OWCS is the top two teams from this will play against the bottom two teams from our OWCS Stage 1 in EMEA, which was, of course, Sakura and Vision Esports. They'll play a double elimination bracket between themselves on the 13th of April, which will decide who gets to go into OWCS Stage 2. So a very important game, high stakes, Quick Esports after finishing fourth in the regular season, the round robin stage, 11-4, just on map difference here slightly. Behind 0907. Maybe that was actually on head to head. But either way, slightly behind them, finishing fourth. Really done a pretty clean sweep here. I think they knocked out SR Pete Check in the first round, beat TA, who obviously finished top. TA, obviously I don't point over teams, but this is a team with Tamo, Gucci, Lauren, Takuno, a few names people might be familiar with. Interesting thing in EMEA is maybe the fact that some of the teams now were a little bit more highly regarded, maybe SR Check, mainly due to Cloudy's fame, and Incendia, actually probably mainly due to their roster, were expected to do a little bit better, but both of those teams have crashed out, absolutely crashed out here in lower bracket round one. So they're gone. So it's between these four teams, Arius, TA, Quick Esports, and Frosttail Esports. And the two teams, these two games are going to happen at the same time. Oh, pardon me, same time today. So, winner of this game secures for himself that spot in the grand final, secures himself a spot in promotion relegation. Lower bracket semi-finals going to happen at the same time. One team will be eliminated. The other team will go ahead to the lower bracket final to play the loser of this. And these two games are going to be on Sunday. Sunday. So I should be on to watch those ones as well. I think my sister's coming over, but she's not coming over till late. So I can squeeze in a lower bracket final and a grand final. Whoa. Hey, Cat. Perfect thing to listen to while brainstorming. Let me get an eye on my clean feed. Can you guys, if I minimize this, can you guys see the clean feed? Oh, looks like something, doesn't it? No NA. No, it's too late. Too late, unfortunately. The games don't start till 1 a.m. We're not in like a rolling schedule situation. So I'm going to miss out on the NA one. Yeah, Mags hooked us up. A player got banned. Yeah, I heard about that, Nuki Volo. That was it. KDM got banned live. 0 credit for Panda. It's just Mag. Yeah, Mag's helped us out. Crash Panda has done nothing as per usual. So thank you very much, Mag. Always one of the good ones. I know we've had a lot of opinions on the rumored Toppy D for Toppy D's a good name for Who Are You swap. Yeah, it feels like the stars are really aligning in terms of the players that Gen.G have cut versus obviously the signing of Zodio already, and the fact that Who Are You has now not been listed on the way roster. It feels like all the signs are pointing to Who Are You coming over to EMEA. So does he move the needle? If he can keep playing Genji, he really does. I think there is a certain amount of X factor that Who Are You loses when he's not on Genji. Yes. Thank you, Yoshim. Kiss to you as well. There's a certain amount of X factor Who Are You uses. I think he's still a serviceable DPS on these other heroes, on the Venture, the Tracer, some of the other things he will play. But he's not. Him on Genji is world class. Really up there with best in the world on that hero. So if they can get him on Genji enough times, it's really good for them. So I think it moves them closer. Oh, thank you, AU as well. 13 months. God damn. Thank you very much. All right, where are we? Let's go over to FACEIT. We've got 1 minute upcoming, so we'll look through the maps and the bans. Obviously, we've seen a little bit of the meta shifting in China. So we'll see what the version of this is EMEA. Obviously, as we all know, EMEA teams, they like to keep their feet securely on the ground. We'll take a particular look. For those who are less familiar with the teams, I think Frosttails, thank you, Zap, as well. Thank you for the 14 months. Woo! 14 months. 2 minutes delay. No, the clean feed has it built in. So it will be fine. Yeah, Frosttails. Coleman was singing me DuckTales earlier, so it is. The DuckTales theme tune is firmly fixed in my head. I don't know. Do people remember DuckTales? Is there a bit of a generational gap here? Surely we got some people who are who remember DuckTales. Of course. So obviously, DuckTales would have been a better name. Maybe would have hit some copyright problems. Oh, I feel like we got some movement behind us. No, that was just Widow doing some stuff. Open your 81. It's not me. It's a clean feed, guys. It's somebody else. Thank you, Mammoth. Yeah, get Mag to open them. Somebody let Mag know. All right, we should lock in for this. We're going into the bans. It's going to be Nepal for the first map. Bans coming through. 26, remember DuckTales? Here we go. Haven't watched DuckTales in a long time, but the theme tune seared into my memory. Score predictions? I feel like it's going to be a quick. Quick have been surging up. As much as Frosttails, this is the roster people are probably quite familiar with, right? Crocs, Pack, Kyo, Gogo, all of this, right? The French team. Whereas on Quick Esports, maybe a few less familiar names. I think from what I hear, Dip is probably the player most people are familiar with. You got Willie S. Probably just pronounced Willie S. I've been watching too much Severance. But I think Willie S, Snowdrop, some of the players now. Word on the street is they're doing quite well. Willie's next up. He's only 17. Ooh. Hopefully. Oh, I didn't really see the bans there. It says lineups are being finalised. He just started Season 2. I've just finished Season 2. Had such a good time. Has anyone been watching? I'm telling everyone. But has anybody been watching The Studio? I watched episode 3 of The Studio last night, and oh my god, it's so unbelievably good. It's so unbelievably good. You have to maybe cop that it's a you know, it is a TV show about making movies, so there's an element of, I guess, name dropping behind the scenes, but it's made by Seth Rogen. He stars in it as well. Guest stars out the wazoo. It's like, oh, thank you, Coffee Sit, for the 5 months. It's like Curb Your Enthusiasm almost style humor, but at breakneck speed. So it's got like all the intensity of maybe something even like uncut gems, like that frantic energy. I don't know if those are words, but one of them is a word. And it's got like Curb Your Enthusiasm style humor. What show is this? The Studio, it's called. The Studio. It's on Apple TV, I believe. Neither is a word, but you know what I meant. They were both close to a real word. Where's Hunter? Probably asleep. I think he's starting scrims tomorrow, he was saying. God bless him. Be a tough day at the office. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. If you... Especially, I think, if you're, I guess, into movies and filmmaking and that kind of thing. Seth Rogen plays a head of a film studio, and he's basically a guy who really genuinely loves cinema, and he wants to make good movies with good directors, good actors, all of this. But he also works for a studio, so it's all about the money, really, and it's him trying to do a bit of both, and, you know, mixed results at best. But yeah, I can't recommend it enough. It feels like we're going into lobby right now. Looks like we do have the teams on the right hand side, so it feels like my HUD is going to work. Hey LeBron, your glorious goat Mag. Yeah, Mag bringing us for clean feed. He's got to do something. He's got to do something between stages, right? Got to do something. Coachy even heart chain scrims at 8. No, unfortunately not. All right, we're popping straight in here. We're popping straight in. Volume okay? It feels a little bit quiet. Is it my side or is it... We need to really crank it. Only go to 200. It still feels kind of quiet, no? Hold on. Panda, are you listening to me right now? Can you get Mag to crank the game volume a little bit? I don't know how possible it is since they're sort of loading in already, but if he can crank it, you know, I'll never say no to somebody cranking it.
Ready for battle.
All right, locking straight in. Oh, he's cranking it. Okay, there we go. Mag is on it. Good on you, Mag. Thanks for mission to stroke. All right, here we go then. Nepal. Starting on village, rolling out high ground. Gotta get quick esports on the left, Frosttails on the right. Upper bracket final winner qualifies for promotion relegation. All chat is on, eyes on Crocs. He's going to be playing this first fight, rolling out on Hazard. Will be a full Hazard mirror. Wall comes out, but everyone is already through for quick esports. Going to deep peek a little bit now. Crocs going in for the slash. So much damage on Natsuki. No finishing blow. Pack is on Tracer, but he can't find that one. More pressure onto Dip now, forcing him out, trying to cut the exit. It's Kyo who finds the opening pick. Coming through main. Now, all over them, dashing in. Pack has traded the backline a little bit here. 3v3 situation. Dip is going to have to deflect and get out, but only got Lucio heals to work with. They're slowing it down. Willies has found another kill. He's still around here. The Hazard's still so powerful. Natsuki, though, will be forced out of the kitchen area. One more trade for Willies, though. He needs more healing. Dip is back, though, onto the Genji. Gets the kill. And it's not over yet. Crocs is back one more time for a fight. 1 HP on Kiwi will take him down. And they lost the flip, but they'll win that extended fight now. Quick esports. Strong start. Gonna be a retake now. No ults to speak of just yet. Slight advantages for Quick Esports on all of their ults. Pack's gonna start by touching the point, trying to create a little bit of space. Anyone gonna respond to him? Really need Dip to respond to him here. Is he just gonna get the flip for free? There we go. They come and contest him now. Still forcing the objective as they come out on the high ground onto Zydra. Force him all the way back. Zydra will take a bit of a back step. They've cleared him off. They haven't given him a flip, but Pack has fought a lot of point pressure. Willies is winning the HB trade onto Crocs, but Crocs has found Dip. Isolated in the room there. A little bit of indecision maybe from Quick Esports about whether they were going in or backwards. Now it's going to be player disadvantage. Earlier Kitsune rush though. Wall comes out, blocks it off nicely. Kyo gets the kill on the high ground, but gets quickly traded. Later Kitsune Rush from Kiwi will help them secure that flip right back. And it looks like it's going to be pretty blow for blow here. Later Kitsune Rush from Kiwi. Thank you, Walagug, for the 4 months as well.
A commander stream in this economy.
Quicker beat for Gogo in all of this. Might come into play. Overclock from Keo is significantly faster though. Can just start with that as they walk out here. Willies has walked up. Gonna try and hit the downpour. Maybe misses for slash. Downpour now coming out. Keo committed it so early. He's locked up. Beat from Gogo keeps him safe and Willies will die. Just a gap of ultimate snare for Frosttails. They'll clean everyone else up as a result. Had to invest 2 for that. Had to invest 2. So they're at ult disadvantage for this next fight. And if there's one thing I know about this Frosttails core, they've gone by many names in the past. But they're an aggressive team. They like to make plays. They're happy to get creative. So Natsuki here has to be switched on. Eyes open for an early engage to make sure they get that beat off. Right now, Natsuki's actually split from his team, helping pocket Zydra out on this high ground. He's going to get focused down. Zydra's in a lot of trouble on the high ground. Pulse bomb's wide in main, but they've lost Zydra. The split doesn't work, but they're getting the kills regardless. Chasing the Tracer, but Pack's giving it the slip. Don't shoot the deflect back. Dip will catch him anyway. And despite that early loss on to Zydra, they clean it up. Crocs will die on point here. Just full blocking. Suzu to finish the job. Back in control right now, Quick Esports. Start to come down to the wire. Up at the choke. Now they have beat and overclock. They only used the blade for that one, remember. So still ult disadvantage here. And a little bit low on time. They could, if they go quick, they can maybe just about get 2 fights. But the timing's really awkward for Quick Esports. Maybe just try and disengage. They managed to avoid that wall. Thank you, Baxter OW, for the 4 months. Crocs now trying to take a little bit of space. Willie's keeping that choke camped. A pretty early overclock, actually, so it's going to be a wall disengage. Happy with that one, Frosttails. But they're not out of the woods yet. They're going to have to rely on this Kitsune Rush. Thank you, Landon, Overwatch. Landon, respond to my DM, will you? One more chance at the retake here. They're coming through. Double support ult available for Quick Esports. And oh, Kiwi, he goes down. It's a Kitsune chat. No, oh no, it does go out, but he dies for it. The Kitsune Rush is in play, but they have to back it step anyway. Crocs is 1 HP. Dip, a late kill here could be brutal. Keo is half HP on the coast. Dip is hunting down that kill. Gogo is scurrying over to help him. They can quickly get on point, but it's beat advantage for Natsuki. Whenever he wants, as long as he gets this one off, he can just pull the trigger and go. Coming around the corner, beat push in. Downpour to try and catch him. Suzu, though, the slash has separated Zydra, and Crocs has found a pick despite that beat. They're now getting onto point, and the beat push is a disaster from Quick Esports. They tried to push aggressively down main, but they just went behind him. Crocs able to catch the tail, catches Zydra rotating in, and they have stolen this. Absolutely stolen this. The touch is now going to be incredibly strained, and overclocking spawn from Keo, making his touch as hard as possible. There goes Natsuki. No way through. And it will just be Frosttails closing out the round 1. Unbelievable missed opportunity, really.
0-1.
Thank you, Styos, as well, for the 12 months. 1 year. Welcome back. Where did you get my clean feed from? A gentleman never tells, Mag. A gentleman never tells. Coming up onto Sanctum now. Looks like it's going to be more of the same comp-wise, so we might just be in a Hazard v Hazard matchup for the ages.
4, 3, 2, 1. Capture the objective.
Pack, choice between... Gonna go Genji this time instead of Tracer. I think it's much better in this type of mirror. Feels like both these teams quite happy just to take the Hazard mirror regardless of what and where we are. Slow and steady. Sanctum's a much harder map compared to Village to play aggressively and play fast. It's going to be more about the side fights, more about the Sojans finding their angles with Overclock. Keo has his first rail ready to go. Defensive wall from Willies. Isolates Crocs a little bit. Forces him to backstep. No opportunities yet. It feels like it's a stalemate on the right-hand side of the map as well. Crocs makes another move in, but he's a little bit split. Natsuki has to be careful. Trying to clear it out is Dip, but Keo's got the crossfire. Makes use of that rail. Patient with it. Waits for his opportunity. Willies will commit in. Just managed to trade Keo. Willies is awfully low. They've won the side fight during all of this as well, so Willies has to try and wall himself out. Backstepping right now. Trying to get the ult charge he can. But another successful fight for Frosttails. Retake will be attempted here. Slightly quicker Kitsune Rush for Johan. Only slightly, though. Again, we see Dip going over to the left-hand side. Found for Genji. We'll run straight into him. Oh, Crocs with the overlap catches Natsuki. Initiative from Crocs. He spots that side fight coming out. One thing that Hazard is so good at compared to a lot of the other tanks you see, like maybe Ramatra, Orisa, even Mauga, is swapping from the main angle to the side fight and interrupting it there. And the slash is such big burst damage. You just get picked like that all the time. Kitsune rush mirror now in this next one. Crocs has the quicker downpour out of the two Hazards. Gonna swing now, Zydra going straight into Kitsune rush, fully walled out. Zydra's gonna take so much damage. He's right in the mixer. He will get traded. Packs over the top. Downpour comes out. Dip with the deflect. Trying to connect it. Can't find the Lucio. Wall onto it. Natsuki is low. Will get finished off by Gogo. 2 for Gogo. That's all the healing gone. And Gogo will get a clean sweep at the end. And all of a sudden, starting to look a little bit comfortable for Frosttails on this hold. All of their ults coming up. Again, we've got Gogo with a quicker beat on Natsuki. Everything else fairly even. Overclocks beats. Or overclocks blades. Willie's with the earlier downpour. That might be their opening. Again, they're going to focus on the side fight here. It's a 3-person swing, which means Pac has to take a back step right now. Downpour out in main from Willie's trying to catch someone. Catches for Lucio. Gogo drops the beat. Dip, though. He gets taken down before this trade comes out. Willie's has to try and live here. Pac's got 2 on the flank. They've won that side fight. The beat was forced out. The downpour was good. The Quick Esports, they weren't ready to absorb the pressure. A gap in ultimate charge. And now Crocs. Drop the seal, wake up! I don't even type! Dip is going to blade to get out there. He gets the better of Pac with that one, but can they even touch? Will it be for anything? Willies gets the punch, the beat comes through. They can't touch! Frosttails. Woo! First round.
Play of the game.
Everyone type in Dip. French on French here. Wait, I'll show you play of the game. Play of the game from Crocs. This is the one when they came top. A little bit questionable with some of the split repushes here. The Hazard is so good at stuffing those chokes if they get a read on where it is. Much preferred the version that Frosttails did themselves, where they came and used Pac on Tracer to force point, try and stretch the map and bring out space for that swing on high ground, rather than just trying to swing both high ground doors. Sometimes can be a little bit tricky to get everyone out. Hold on, I feel like I need to turn my light. We're losing daylight. Let me mess with my lighting levels to get it perfect. Ooh. Yeah, Frosttails with the first one there. Obviously going to be map choice over. Let's load up FACEIT while we get this. We can see the bands as well. Dorado for the next map. So trying to shift the matchup over to presumably dive. We'll try and keep eyes on the bands. I don't know if... Maybe if I let the lineups and the lobby load in, then hopefully it'll tell us the bands. Because I see the screen where they're picking it. But I never actually see what they are. So hopefully after lineups finalized, we can get sight on the bands. Obviously, Hazard Mirror. Worth noting, you know, don't know too much about, or as much about these teams coming through in terms of preferred comps and everything like this. So we'll sort of learn as we go. The bands will give us some indication. Obviously, based on that first one, very much seems, well, Hazard might be popular right now. It's really not going to be, really not going to be the sort of matchup that I imagine Quick Esports are going to want to go back into all that quickly. So, still 2 minutes on this countdown. Getting trolled by Mag. See, they can throw stones, but I'm inside their house. Thank you, Frazzlebeard, as well. Thank you very much for the 3 months. Welcome back. All right, so hero bans, game 2 we're looking at here. D.Va and Lucio have been banned. So, I presume they've been written in the order they are. So D.Va was the first ban, Lucio was the second ban, which means expecting it was Quick Esports that banned D.Va, maybe trying to force a Winston mirror. Obviously, not one we've seen Crocs be all that successful on historically. So it seems a reasonable enough choice. We'll see if Crocs actually wants to play the Winston here, or quick banned Lucio. Oh, thanks, Ice. Is there a way to tell on FACEIT, or does it just you just have to be a Noah? The other way round? Okay. So they banned Lucio. D.Va banned in response here to target Willies then. I'm with you, thank you, Ice. So just straight target bans, put Gogo in a difficult position, put Willies in a difficult position. So questions in terms of what tanks they play here. I think Crocs could play Winston, might be happy to play Hazard. Maybe Willies will just rely on the Hazard as well. Lucio ban. I mean, it feels a little bit weird. I guess there's always a version they would just do a Kiri Lucio type here instead. Right now, they are actually walking out on a Kiri, Juno, a Junker Queen, Cass, Genji, which is unorthodox. An unorthodox defense comp here. One of the problems playing these type of comps on a map like Dorado with all the high grounds is there's so many times you can be forced a point if you're Queen. If it drops a point, you are just pulled out of position, and then the ability to jump over the Queen and fight everyone on high ground is really difficult. If you all just hold on the low ground, well, then they all just take the high ground anyway. So difficult to control both the point and the high ground at the same time for the Frostales comp. And that's where they're going to really have their struggle. So, need to be patient. Need to be careful of not just getting overwhelmed in main. Going to be running Juno, Kiri on both sides here, actually. Maybe not that unreasonable. No sign of Anna, which we're so accustomed to seeing. Crocs is going to drop down early. Bouncing off the elevator. Oh my god, disaster from Crocs. Opening is right there for him. Willies will get the cleanup kill. Johan will win that duel with Kiwi. And just like that, the door's wide open. Quick Esports will get a chance to hold forward, trying to avoid any changes, or any trades, sorry. Now Crocs is going over onto the Ramatra. Bit of an easier matchup with a Hazard, but all the problems we talked about with the Queen having, the Ram has these very same problems. This last part of Dorado, though, the final bit of first point, is a little bit flatter. So this is easier for Crocs. Thank you, Grumpy, for the prime. Easier for Crocs in this matchup now, but they are at a slight ult disadvantage. Yoam still has 50% to go, so now ult advantage can be catched. They've swung in main early, so I'm just going to slide further away. They've pressured out Pack at the same time here, but Dip's sort of stuck behind. Yoham's gone to help him, but Yoham's in so deep. Jump in from Willies to try and save him, but Willies and Dip, they collapse on Yoam. They trade him well. They get 3 for 1. Taking that deal every day of the week. They'll come back and clean up point there. Yoham, a suicide TP. A one-way trip, but good call from Dip and Willies to follow up on that. Yeah, can we make a... Maybe I'll find a way to put it on screen, but if we can make a command or something just temporarily for the bans, just for people who sort of come in as it's happening. Dip is asking for a mirror. Crocs is over onto the Hazard. Meeting at this first corner. Now a little bit easier to play between the high grounds. Crocs has taken a second to type something out. Obviously, with the comp swaps, Crocs is significantly behind on ult charge here. In fact, all of Frostales, the way these first two fights have gone, are behind on ult charge. They're trying to poke the Kiri out on the left-hand side. Dip is making his way over there now. The cart is still moving forward. Well, it could be moving forward if somebody touches it. The option to move the cart forward is there for Quick Esports, even if they're not that interested in it. Pressure onto Pack forces him out. Now they can surely get this cart moving. There we go. The cart is moving. Zydra's going to overclock in. Slides in deeper, actually. Fighting Keo on the low ground. Needs to win this duel. Deflect comes in. Zydra needs all the pocket in the world. Can't get out. Downpour to turn it, though. Willies with the connect. Will try and finish off one, but he can't kill the Hazard. He can kill the Hazard. He still has to deal with the rest. Pack has found trades in the back. They need to have eyes on Pack here. Both supports there. Pack trying to play his life. Dashes through. Keo finishes it off for him. Dash reset. Well played by Pack in all of that. It looked like it should have been curtains there. The ult disadvantage. A difficult one for Frostales to deal with. But both DPS ults come up for naught here for Quick Esports, and they're forced to go again, and this is valuable time for Frostales to equalise some of that ult advantage and really even take it over as well. Now, Suki has a chance to trade these Rays now on the high ground if they want. That's where they're all poised right now. Coming around the corner, Rays will be matched. They have more ult. Pack's going to lay the blade in. Natsuki goes down in it. Now the blade going even deeper from Pack. 1/2/ Suzu's good, actually, and Pack just has to play his life behind. They've still got player advantage. Gogo is still flooding forward. Finishes off Zydra with the tail end of that Ray. And they do get the hold here. Looking good for Frostales. I don't speak French, but I think I can tell from the tone and the vibe. I think I know what Crocs is saying. More ults to throw into this one. That was a pretty efficient fight. 2 for 1 there on the defense. We see Keo set up with this overclock on the off angle, biding his time. Wants to catch him by surprise. Oh, here it comes. Wall off. Gonna slide over it. Doesn't want to commit though. Doesn't want to get booped in. Through the disruptor shot. Looking for more. Misses that shot in main. Can't find anything to shoot at Kyo, but Willies has been isolated by this overclock. Everyone needs to peek now to try and help him out. They've got a pocket, but a Kitsune rush over top. Dip's gonna kill Kyo in the back, and the payload is still moving. They're trying to fight forward on the Kitsune rush, but now the car is pulling him in the other direction. Willies is 1 HP. He gets the kill on the block, and he lives. Desperate situation for Frosttails. The car has moved so much. They need to push right now. Go quick, Esports. Get these cleanup kills. If you kill them late, you will just cap second. More pressure onto Crocs. They're turning on him. Downpour comes out. Counter Downpour locks down Crocs again. Willies with the outplay there. Water cut off for healing as well. Blade over the top from Dip to finish it. Into the backline now. Kiri is forced to TP. Gogo is weak as well. But the cap is going to go through. What a turnaround from Quick Esports after a couple of blunders. And it was really all Dip. Just stands on the objective. Never forget, if you just stand on the objective, good things will happen to you. Live life the right way, and it will all work out in the end. And they capture second point after a series of fights that really didn't go that well for them. Now ults are going to be fairly equalized, not too many to speak of. Only Zydrus, but Yoham's found this early pick. Now it looks like they're going to double in Frosttails. They're going to play for trades. Body shot onto the Tracer, low HP. Pack is going to be forced out. Crocs is coming in. Overclock to try and finish the job. Crocs has actually found a kill. They're also low, but Hydra, we need some final blows. We need to swing. Oh, Kia will peek one more time. Couldn't resist the urge to duel the Overclock. Regrets it now. Players will be equal on both sides now. Pack's going to get caught on his left-hand side, though, so now all of a sudden Frosttails may have to concede more space. Suzu out. Willies will claim that space. They have the Ray to keep pushing. Gogo still needs 14%. Desperate for that. Trade up a choke. Natsuki's going to send for Ray, and Gogo still needs 10%, but look at Willies. He's all over that backline. Kyo is 1 HP. All of them try and disengage. 5%, 3%, 2% for Gogo. It's time to Gogo. He has for Ray. They turn back out, and Kyo finds the pick. They drop for Ray, but he dies. The Ray is still going, though. The Ray is still going. Kyo can only find one with it, though. Now coming back in, playing for trades. Trades will be enough. It's not even trades. Crocs will get the cleanup. Gogo just about gets the Ray off. Just about.
What's happening?
And thank God if you're a Frosttails fan, because they needed that one desperately. Now this has allowed a lot of their other ultimates to come online. It'll be Kitsune Rush, Mirrored, Overclock advantage for Kyo. Downpour's both in play as well. We've seen Willies actually outplay Crocs, I think twice already with the Downpour. Now a Kiri flank for Yoham as the Kitsune Rush pushes. Yoham does have a Kitsune Rush to mirror, but he's just on the flank right now. No interest in this one. Thank you, Cloudy, for the raid. Welcome, everyone. Just in time for the big upper bracket final. One map lead for Frosttails, but they're on the ropes a little bit here on Dorado. Pushed all the way to third point. 1 minute left on the clock. Downpour's up for both teams. Kitsune Rush advantage for Yoham as they just disengaged in that previous fight, Quick Esports. So they can just take this fight through main, really. Pressure onto Kia is swinging aggressively. Torpedoes will come round. Doesn't want to give the space. Now the Kitsune Rush comes through, but they've lost Dip. Pack is in the back, harassing it. Pack's going to find a kill as well. Disaster Kitsune Rush push. They are pulled apart at the sides. Now they can just collapse onto Zydra. Easy kill for Crocs. And the Kitsune Rush does nothing when your backline is just torn apart like that. Good kill from Pack. Good pressure. Thank you, Voidios and Pastoa for the subs as well. Welcome, guys. Thanks for the primes. Locking in for this one. Last attempt now for Quick Esports. DPS ults in play. They lose Kiwi early. They're trying to fight forward to make the touch hard. They trade Willies for it. Overclock has come out. Trying to catch Crocs here. They need to be careful. Dip's pulled for Blade and will secure the touch. He's gone early, actually. So they bust both DPS ults. They break the forward hold. But honestly, I think Frosttails are really happy with that. They forced both DPS ults in spawn. Willies just hasn't come back on Doom just to get back quicker. They nearly have for Ray. If they can play for Ray, they're still in a good situation, but they've lost a lot of their ult advantage, a lot of their momentum here, Quick Esports. All eyes on Natsuki. Need this Ray. Zydra is playing for an early flank. I don't think they know. They dive into the back with the Doom. Opportunity for Zydra. Misses, though. Still swinging onto Kyo. Regroup onto point. Natsuki is 3%. Ready to go. Down to 2 bars of HP. Natsuki needs help. Dies on 99%. Crocs finds the crucial kill. Kitsune Rush on point. And now there's no response. How on earth has Crocs been allowed to find that one? What a play from Crocs. Perfect timing. The punch is big from Willies. They're all so low, but he can't quite finish for kills. Oh, that would have been so different if Natsuki gets that Ray off. What a play from Crocs. Exactly what he needed. We talk about Ray versus Rally, Ray versus Kitsune Rush. The Ray just beats it in these straight up trades. The Ray is the most powerful ult you can use in a fixed location. But Natsuki dies at the crucial time. Cheers to that. And really, despite the fact that we were on third point, I think it has to be said, Frosttails, it still felt like they actually won the majority of the fights there. I believe that means the insult coach Crocs. Je balance. Thank you, M-Pulse.
What are your top 3 drinks?
Top 3 drinks? I don't know. What do I drink the most of? Obviously, Diet Coke / Pepsi. Beer, I guess. Beer. Is rum and Coke a separate drink than Coke? Maybe just really like Coke, guys. All right. Okay, so, as we were saying... Guys, not a cokehead. Come on. Let's not start rumors we can't take back. Not water this guy isn't healthy. Yeah, just ask Musket. He'll tell you how much water I drink or how much water I don't drink. Okay, on to the attack now. Thank you for the kind words as well, Shinobi. And Kyo's just killed Dip immediately. Well, I guess there's no such thing as a first point defense on Dorado. Just wide open. They're playing the Junker Queen on the attack. Which means, ultimately, they will have to play a lot through point here, Frosttails. But if you just get an opening pick like that, it's nice and easy. Already concede all the space. Natsuki here on Brig. Wouldn't be surprised if that goes onto a Kiri when Natsuki gets the opportunity. Can be a difficult matchup into the Queen Genji. Willies has to be careful. He's so far forward and... just a little bit blunt. Willies was in. Zydra's going to find a trade, but they still have tank advantage, and Zydra now has decided he's going to die on point. But I don't think they get a recontest.
You owe me one, yeah?
Okay. What?
Hey.
All right. Croc's asking, can you play? I mean, it felt like it was a real dogfight on the offense here for Quick Esports, but it's just been a stroll in the park for Frosttails. Easy opening picks. Seem hesitant in terms of committing all the way in there. So I'm just going to swap over onto the Sojin now. They are playing around the high ground. This should be a very powerful part of the map for the composition of Quick Esports. And we're actually just going to catch Kiwi before anything happens. So just early opening picks in both of these fights. Slash on the corner from Crocs. High Noon coming out. They're going to commit in. Trying to get round the corner. Wall off to save him. But Willies is separated right now. Crocs is trying to flank for him. But Willies, he can climb walls. He's out of there already. So they get a High Noon out for free. Knife onto Zydra will slow him down. They're trying to swing top, but Willies is back in time. The wall comes up, it poops Crocs down as well, and Kyo is picked. Now trying to walk in. Willies wants to be careful not to go too far. He wants to get his Juno on the left if they can. But Gogo's just able to play the angle now. Dip, its mark has been marking point all the while here. Hacker's got the Kiri pocket, but Dip also has the Brig pocket from the high ground. So a bit of a stalemate on Cart, and Willies is just dominating this corner with the wall timings here. Exactly how Quick Esports won. He gets knifed in, though. Zydra's in so deep. Nothing to save him just yet. They have the ults if they want to turn as Natsuki is going in, but I think they're just playing for trades. Crocs will get 2. Gogo is awfully low. Yoham's torpedoes will finish that, but they have to be careful because the Cart is moving all the while. Yoham is going to pocket Willies out, and they can recover a few of the bodies and retake the fight on this next corner. Didn't invest any ults for that one as well. Onto the high ground now. Looking for the engage. Suzu's forced early. Wall comes out as well. They've all kited inside. Kitsune rush out as well, but Dip gets caught by that Kitsune rush. Just deleted. The Ray is coming. Willies has dropped the downpour. Don't think he's found anything. Maybe he's found Kyo deep, but the Rampage on the point. Cleans up Willies. A hit Zydra as well. And that's 2 kills as they're baited into the fight. The power of Rampage into Ray. Top Brazil indeed. As you move forward with that Ray, it just lines up a perfect Rampage, and they're still on Brig, so there's no Suzu or anything for that. Really surprised Natsuki hasn't made the swap. Nearly finally has this rally, but all of a sudden, it's a 5-minute hold they need on third point, and this might just be easy for Frosttails at this point. So many opportunities, can wait for these clear ult advantages. They've got this Ray for the next fight here. Have to worry about the DPS ults coming out for Quick Esports, and the rally. Walking forward early. Pressure coming out. Rally push. They catch Gogo immediately. Oh, they just delete him. No response ultimate-wise from Frost Esports. And they will all get cleaned up sooner rather than later.
Someone's asking for it.
Crocs is just around the corner if they find him. Yeah, Willies knows he's there. Crocs has actually managed to kill Natsuki. Eyes on Natsuki if he swaps over onto the Kiriko now. Would anticipate it. Needing that answer in some of these situations against for Rampage and just in general, I think just a nicer matchup. More so into the Genji, even though Pac's on Tracer now, but still useful. The Susie's going to pay dividends as well. DPS ults now. They want more efficient fights here, Quick Esports. Can we win a fight just using one ult or just using one more? They still have to worry about that rate. Last time they chose a very high-tempo rally play. Will they do the same with Blade? So I'm just going to pop the overclock for Ray comes through, but Kyo's got a Ray to back up his overclock. Kyo's going to take 2 body shots. Can't find the finisher, Zydra. They've taken a lot of damage, and Zydra will get traded by Crocs. 2 players down. They're going to have to rely on this Blade retake right now. Remember, look where the cart is as well. They are going to be forced to point. And Pac! Oh my god, he's Pac dip! He's packed him up! He's pulse dip! The perfect kill. No Blade now. They have to get on point. 5v4. Willie's is on point now. Crocs is trying to kill them as they stem in. Willie's just has to play for time. They've lost Natsuki behind. They all swing Willie's at the same time. They obliterate him. The perfect pulse from Pac. Now the Blade, but he has everything to do. It's a 1v5. They're all so low. He's C9s. Oh. Dip client of the day. Sacre bleu.
Play of the game.
Oh. And wow. Just... I mean, we know how much people hate free retakes. They gave away a free first point here. And from there, it was just snowball. By the time we get to third point, it's actually very much advantage for the Junker Queen comp in a lot of situations. The high ground isn't as severe as the first part of Dorado first, as most of second. And that was obviously Quick Esports map pick. That was their choice. We are playing best of 5, remember. So it is now a reverse sweep situation for Quick Esports. They have to go all the way. Swinging Willies. I mean, is there a better time in the world where all of your, you and your mates just all swing Willies at the same time? Sounds like a good Thursday night to me. Match chat toxic or good spirit? Good spirit, good spirit. They all these players very much been around for a while. They all know each other. Dip and Crocs especially. And now it's a reverse sweep situation. Well, that's what Quick Esports hope is the play. But they despite the bans there, they still found themselves ultimately in a hazard mirror. And when they get back to this hazard mirror, Quick Esports are losing. We're going over to Esperanza now, hoping to see some kind of hazard ban come out from Quick Esports. We'll get confirmation of those bans. Maybe somebody else saw it, or somebody has a guy on the inside, a guy or a gal on the inside who can drop it for us. Wait, are we opening loot boxes? We're down to 70. We were on 81. We're down to 79. Is Mag opening the loot boxes? Predictions open if you want to get involved as well. Well, I can check the score of the other game as well. It's a good shout. Let's see. Is Liquipedia up to date? TA have taken the lead. The TA with a team. This is the Tama team, Gucci, etc. This is the team that finished top in the regular season standings, but then obviously got knocked down by Quick Esports. They are legendary ones, so don't show him a normal menu. Oh, okay. I understand. T and Arius, did they meet in the upper bracket? Where am I looking? Yeah, here. TA smashed them. 3 maps in a row. Nice and easy. Ooh, let's keep our eyes. So, getting everyone into lobby. How many games today? Just 2 games today. They're actually happening at the same time as well. So, we're in lower bracket semis and the upper bracket final. And then on Sunday, we're going to get these 2 games. But on Sunday, they're staggered out. And they'll be... FACEIT will be providing a clean feed and stuff, so we'll have a little bit more pizzazz to the whole thing. And that'll be Sunday. Starts the same time, so 7 GMT, about 35 minutes ago on Sunday will be when we're looking at those final 2. Thanks, Fair Boop. So, really, what I'm hoping to see out of the bans here, if I'm Quick Esports, is let's get rid of this bloody hazard. The hazard mirror's not working. A few ways you can interfere with it, but the most obvious one is to hit the hazard. Take the Hazard out of the equation. Maybe Crocs will just play Junker Queen instead, even on Esperanza. Seems like it's been his go-to hero for a while, honestly. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Crocs pull that one out. Choice really for Willies in terms of what his is. Willies is a player I'm much less familiar with, so people have told me he's got a good diva. We'll see what the choice is in response. If they reverse sweep, you'll open them all at once. Woo! All right. Lineup's getting finalized in a few seconds, and then we'll get in. We'll see our bans as well. Junker Queen has been banned, actually, in Juno in response, so I'm sure someone will confirm for me in a second, but have to presume that the Junker Queen ban was Quick's choice. But it's just open up this, and Juno's banned. It feels like it's just setting up for a Hazard mirror again, which is bad news. Bad news for Quick Esports, because they've lost that mirror twice. Might just have to do the same here on Esperanza. Keo is trying to get Dip's attention. Crocs is saying Dip has DM'd him and flamed them all. Trying to... Crocs is claiming Dip is DMing him right now, BMing all of his teammates. He's trying to cause internal strife in Quick Esports. Crocs really is the master of propaganda. Psychological warfare. I mean, they're winning the series anyway. How much of it is psychological? How much is it just the mechanical? And the Overwatch gap? Don't think Quick Esports are falling for the bait. But they have much bigger plans. Or much bigger problems at hand, really. What's the alternative here? I mean, it really depends on Willie's hero pool. They could just play the Ram version instead. Like a similar types of comp, like a Ram, Genji, Sojin. Coach betting on his own team. I mean, you gotta have confidence, right? They call that one the Buffon tech. Just bet on yourself to do well. Should have banned Ash. You've got it on good authority. I mean, it's worked in the past. Depending very much on your definition of worked.
Welcome to
But all right,
Esperance.
here we go. Esperanza. Really want to see something that isn't Hazard come out the side of Quick Esports. They've lost 2 maps in a row on it. Crocs obviously can't go Queen anymore.
Initiating.
He could always go Hog. He's been known to do it. Really want to see a different look here from Quick Esports. Remember, the importance, the significance of this game is the winner of this game has cinched their spot in promotion relegation. They will still have to play the grand final on Sunday to determine the seeding those 2 teams will get going into the promotion relegation. But the winner of this game is in those promotion relegation fixtures. They'll be facing up against Sakura and against Vision Esports for that spot in OWCS Stage 2. So, it's all to play for, and Quick have got themselves in a nasty hole here.
Ready.
A nasty hole that is going to see them go to the Hazard mirror one more time. I feel like Willies and Crocs have been fairly evenly matched. Fairly evenly matched as far as the Hazard go. If anything, I even feel like Willies probably got slightly more value out of Downpour across the course of this.
1.
But Gogo's had quicker beats. I think Keo's got more out of the overclock. All to play for then, lining up. Mid-fight, full mirror again. Lucio Kiri. Everyone probably on fairly comfortable heroes for their respective roles as they'll meet on this first choke. Crocs has actually got their little archway, but Willie's going to drop a wall off. Crocs is going to take a back jump. Willie's going to turn his attention to the back line now, swinging around this right-hand side. Johan, full pocket in. Needs to help Willie's a little bit more. Has to Suzu quite early, but Willie's catches Keo on his second slash timing. Really took over that right-hand side, and they didn't want to give any space for us Esports, but that just leaves you in that danger zone with Willie's. Now Crocs is going to try and respond. Defensive wall. Doesn't find all that much. Crocs is now awfully low. Suzu's in for one desperate trade attempt. Doesn't find it. And that'll be first fight going the way of Quick. And boy, do they need it. Much quicker ultimates as a result as well. Crocs calling in the French Kevster. Oh, an early pick as well onto Keo. All of a sudden, a little bit too focused on their keyboards, not focused on their screens. Keo's going to get caught early, and it's going to be free cart push for Quick Esports all the while. Obviously, in these deaths, the nature of a first fight means all of the ults are creeping up slightly quicker as well. First one will be that Johan Kitsune rush as well. They can just take that Kitsune rush fight on point. Can fight for the high ground here. Willis can keep the two doors contested. At a certain point, Crocs is going to have to commit out to try and protect the objective. Now be the timing for Johan to drop the Kitsune rush. Now they go. Keo is isolated. Wall in as well. Tries to slide out. Awfully low. Kitsune rush has been used to push them. They've crushed the backline. They have lost dip on the way. And they've lost control of the payload, but a significant player advantage, and Crocs has no choice but to turn tail and run, but there's a wall behind him. He can't break the wall in time. They're looking for this late kill onto Crocs as well. He's so low, he nearly has the downpour. He won't be able to get out. That's a late death for Crocs as the checkpoint goes through as well. More progress for Quick Esports. They catch Pack in main as well.
Not ready to overclock.
Trying to farm early. They're going left-hand side from the defender's point of view right now. Trying to get an early fight. They have Kitsune rush advantage, but still plenty to throw in. Wall off onto the choke as well. Crocs is going to wall defensively. Still on the back foot. Downpour to try and open up some space. They're all quite far back. I don't know if he caught anyone with that downpour. It's a full miss from Crocs. Downpour in response. Suzu is out. Blocks everything. No! Gogo is caught. 5% short from beat. The blade over the top. Natsuki's beat was ready to go. Ult advantage converted. Downpour gap again for Willies. And now they have the ults coming back, Quick Esports, but look at the distance they've conceded. Zydra can pop this overclock to get more meters as well. Keo can match with overclock. They can beat as well to push and win that overclock trade. But they are very much on the back foot. Overclock to start it out. Gogo has the beat. Keo's died already. Gogo might need it sooner or later. Look at the car. They're pushing it all the way in. They're chasing him too. They're going to clean up Pack. Gogo doesn't pull the trigger. He's isolated here. Dip. Willie's just there to help him out. Are they going to get a chance to use it? If he's ults, it's just a wall of a choke. It's just over. One last minute, one last desperate contest from Crocs. He's 1 HP though. They're trying to flood back out. The beat comes out as well. Keo finds it. Maybe it's not over yet. They get the touch. Centimeters to spare. They're also low. Crocs will get the cleanup. It's not over yet. Slide in from Zydra. He's too low to finish it. And they will stabilize here. Frost Tails. 139 meters. They had to use so much to come out now. Overclock and beat of a choke. I thought they'd blown it when they didn't pop that beat in the previous fight. Even once Keo died, use the ult. We need to stay in this one. We need to hold on. They managed to hold on anyway, and as a result of leaving it to the last second, they actually managed to hang on to the blade as well. So eyes over to Pack. Chance for him to convert it. Needs a few cooldowns forced before he can really commit with his blade. Crocs has to be careful, but now the blade comes through from Pack. Pack is slicing onto the high ground, mainly just slicing into the hazard though. Suzu comes through. They've killed Natsuki. Only one kill out of the blade. Now, Lies coming through onto the Lucio, takes him down. Nice kill there onto Gogo. He needs a lot of help. Keo can trade that one out. Keo's going to actually find two as they dive in there. Should be good for all the cleanup now as well. Zydra won't get any trades, and their first meters on the board. Took him all of 4 minutes. But now, Downpour versus Downpour as we come into this next fight. Kitsune Rush closer for Kiwi, but DPS closer for Quick Esports. So Kiwi will be quite happy to use this Kitsune Rush. I think quite aggressively. You want to deny space with this Kitsune Rush. If you just use it on point, they can still swing with Overclock or Blade. Now the Downpour comes out early actually from Crocs, trying to catch him around the corner. Defensive wall comes in. They turn on Crocs. Crocs has gone so deep. There's no Kitsune Rush yet to help him out, and Crocs is just in. 1v5. No problem in the end there. Crocs is so aggressive. Just tries to surprise him with a Downpour at the choke. Oh, Pack actually finds that trade as well, so This will negate the advantage or the amount of distance they'll be able to cap back here, Quick Esports. But their lead is significant, right? It's still 101 meters advantage they have.
Watching the robot.
Now Natsuki nearly has the beat to match this Kitsune Rush. The Kitsune Rush, a powerful ultimate, but Quick Esports, they just have so much more in the bank. Trying to swing around the corner, wall onto Kyo, just a bit of pressure though, trying to bait it, and Zydra shuts down Kiwi as he pulls the Kitsune Rush. I think it is still in play. Oh, but Zydra, the flank is good. Gogo's going to try and respond, but he's got the overclock. Free for Zydra. Cheeky little flank as it comes through. They will deal with that. Natsuki had the beat to match to ensure no one died in that Kitsune Rush initially, but perfect shots from Zydra. Really feel like Kyo has been the better of the hit scans so far in this series, but Zydra, good Esperanza. Redemption. 4 minutes left on the clock. Remember, that situation for Frost Tails is they really can't afford to lose a lot of fights once they get to their side of the map. Dip is 1 HP, though, so that opening pick will go a long way. Will be a disengage. No, it won't be a disengage. They're playing for trades. 4v5, doubling in. Zydra finds one onto Gogo. No ults invested. This is what they really want. Yellow's going to find another kill. Kyo trades it right back. They're making it a dogfight, but low on resources, low on heals, and Kyo and Pack will get the job done. What they really wanted to do with that 4v5 engage, the reason they went even being a player down Quick Esports, is they thought the disengage was too scary. They wanted to try and force ults out of Frost Tails, but Frost Tails are disciplined. They don't use any of their ults in response, so they get to maintain this ult advantage as they come back to fight again around the starting location of the robot. Back on middle. They need to be disciplined as well because they need to win multiple fights in a row. Dip is going to stop the payload now. Drops down. Overclock from Kyo. Shuts down Zydra immediately. Sliding onto the high ground. Looking for more. Trying to keep it efficient. Looking for a trade. Dip is body shot. Just a tag in the leg, but Crocs will finish up the damage. Now the hunt. No escape for Natsuki. Willies will just be dying on point. And another efficient fight. No trades. Frost Tails. They're often seen as a chaotic, a loud, disruptive team. But right now, they are playing good, efficient Overwatch. They are keeping these ults for when they need them. They are maintaining that advantage as they try and stage probably one of the biggest comebacks we would see on Esperanza. 139 meters down after four and a bit minutes. Now they're coming through. Blades will come out. Go. Does have the beat. Does get the beat off. Saves Crocs. Downpour comes out. Deflect is there, though. They're still locked in. Pack is doubling down for the kill. Dip is on low HP. Trades will go a long way. Maybe not even trades. They've just got player advantage. They do get the better of that. Pack wins the duel on the high ground. They've had heavy casualties in all of this. It's now just Pack. Now just Pack, who I think might just need to get out here with Kiwi. It's a 2v2 situation. They're chasing Zydra down. What is Zydra's exit strategy? Because they're moving towards the enemy spawn here. They have to be careful. Both DPS here on the wrong side, and Pack might get caught. The wall doesn't quite get him. Defensive wall from Crocs ensures Pack stays alive. It's a 5v5 on point, but that was the big ult investment for Frost Tails. It's now all Quick Esports ult advantage. They come in. Kitsune Rush trade all over Kiwi. Want to force that Suzu out. All over the backline now as well. Doesn't have any bullets in his gunbow. Can't find the finishing blow. 1-for-1 trade. Still on it. He's gone so deep for this kill, Willie. He does get the kill. He gets traded. But he's bought so much time and space. They kill Crocs on point as well, so they still have player advantage. Dip can force this Sojourn back. Deflect on the Disruptor shot as well. Messy fight. Both teams had casualties though, so they can't get any meters. 1 minute, 10 seconds left. An ult advantage. Significant for Quick Esports. If they manage this correctly, there should be no way to lose the map from here. They are in complete control of this Esperanza. Overclock available on the high ground. They can take that one early and then beat if they need it. If Kia responds, but Kia doesn't quite have overclock yet, and Willie just spotted an opportunity. Slash comes through. Suzu used. Willie taking a lot of space and attention. Now trying to catch this. Sojourn flicks it. Just not quite far enough. Manages to get out Kyo, but he's still so low. Willies will get the kill anyway. Dip's killed Kiwi on point. Player advantage now for Quick Esports. Just needs to try and minimize trades. Pack is searching for a last minute one, but we're about to enter the final 30 seconds. Pack can't find that trade. Crocs will die a little bit late. And they did use beat for that. They did invest the overclock. Zydra's coming back on the Tracer. There is a chance here. If you look at the ults, it's 4 ults coming up for Frost Tails. So difficult to close out the map here if you're Quick Esports in this ult situation, but you want to try and force as many ults out of Frosttails on their side of the map. Don't give them a chance for this comeback.
This ends.
Zydra runs into the Kiri, and Kyo dies as he overclocks. The other ults aren't up. Oh, maybe you don't need it. Just win the fight. Dip's going to pull the blade. He smells the blood in the water. He knows it's over for him. And Quick Esports, as Dip slashes the body, puts his balls in a certain place. And Quick Esports are right back in it. The coach gets involved. Why so quiet, Crocs? Why so quiet?
Play of the game.
This ends now.
And all right, what? I mean, they take the early snowball. We see it quite a lot on push. There's a big early snowball, and then once you have that early snowball, question just becomes, how good is your game management? Once you have that lead on push, if you manage the fights correctly, you keep forcing ults out on the enemy side of the map, etc., etc., you can always put yourself in ult advantage situations. Eventually, by the time it comes, conceding major meters. They lost about, what was it, 67 meters in the end. I think overall should be pretty happy with how they managed that. We're going to go on to Suravasa next. We'll tune back in to see the bans. We can look at the scoreboard a little bit now. I mean, Esperanza was quite one-sided. We can see fairly high deaths. Crocs getting caught a lot in that one. I think, especially you think some of the fights that were on the Quick Esports side of the maps, the ones where Frosttails was trying to gain meters. There was that one where Crocs was holding. He pops that early downpour, tries to turn the corner. He's just sort of running in 1v5. Crash is here. No, I'm not in the lobby, Yanks. I'm just, I'm on a clean feed. Captain Prash is saying we can use democracy to figure out this next one. Suravasa is the choice. And what's maybe most important for Quick Esports, I was really skeptical that we go into a Hazard Mirror again on Esperanza after how the Hazard Mirror had gone for Quick Esports on those first two maps. But redemption on the Hazard Mirror. Predictions open for map number 4, Suravasa. Take a look at a few of the other scoreboards while we've maybe got a bit of time here while they finish doing the bans. We'll check in on the bans when it's done. We got 2 minutes 51 seconds. So round 1, this was all the way back on the pool. This was a very tight first round, followed by a not very tight Sanctum at all. As Frosttails closed it out 2-0. Reflected a little bit here. Scanning down the numbers. Not major differences. Crocs who were 25 and 2 on that. Really dominant. Natsuki getting caught 9 times. Maybe that time he got caught with Ray was... That was on Dorado, actually, but... Still very high deaths. 9 deaths there. You're looking general backline. 3 deaths apiece on the side of Frosttails. As we move on to the Dorado. Thank you, Goobler, as well. Thank you for the 11 months, Prime. Welcome back. This was the Dorado. This was... I felt a bit more even on paper, but interesting to see Dip and Zydra top of the death stats there. Very impressive from Crocs again. 34 and 7. 30 and 9 for Kyo. Zydra 21 and 10, just a bit quieter. Captain Pratt has granted the India buff to Quick Esports. And he wants to send us to a reverse sweep situation. A top 10 situation. Ooh. But obviously this was the Esperanza we just saw. See Zydra there, more damage, all of a sudden 25 and 6 versus 25 and 10. Starting to come into play a little bit more. Big difference though, we saw those early impressive KDs in the first 2 maps from Crocs. 19 and 11, far less impressive. Willie's on the other hand, 31 and 7. That was a big part of the swing factor there. A lot of that was just game management, like don't get me wrong. I don't think there was a huge amount that had changed fundamentally. But if you manage a game correctly, I'm just going to grab some water while we do this, but I'll only be the briefest of moments. Stay tuned.
stopper with the ads. Cheers for the great casting.
Ooh, looks like we're locked in. Oh, locked in. Our blinds down. Better night time. Game 4 is a Ramatra and a Tracer ban here. So obviously, Quick Esports now get the option to pick. Oh, thank you always, BZ. Thank you, Prash, as well. CBA with ads. Cheers for a great casting. Try my best. I've not really casted at all this week. I've sort of come in cold, but I've also come in hot. You know what I mean? Let's see. Are we getting everyone is in lobby? I'll show you the chat while we do all of this. So, oh, sorry, remind myself one more time of the bands. Ramatra and Tracer. So, anticipating. Ooh. Scrim starting now. The match is still going on. Come on, Jacob. Priorities. Know your place in the hierarchy. Want to see the scrim? Look, guys, I've got a packed schedule this week. We've got a min max. We've got to take the Overwatch where we can. The French continue to chat. Suravasa. Captain Prash has given the blessing the way of Quick Esports. Quick Esports have to win this map to keep the series alive. Send us to a map 5. Frosttails, on the other hand, they are on the verge of securing their spot in that grand final and securing their spot in the promotion relegation games to get into OWTS Stage 2 that are going to come late in this month, 13th of April. Don't miss it. All to play for. With the Ramatra ban, with the Tracer ban, it all feels like all roads seem to lead back to Hazard right now. We've played Hazard, Hazard Mirror, all 3 maps. The first 2 have gone the way of Quick Esports. Sorry, of Frosttails. Last one has gone the way of Quick Esports. Trying to send a bit of misinformation here. I will be, Quark. Those games aren't until Sunday, but I'll be watching both of those as well for the lower bracket finals and grand finals.
Ready for battle.
Starts the same time as well, 7 GMT, for anyone who wants to tune in for those. We'll be there. We'll be there with it. Looks like Crocs is potentially lining up a Junker Queen here. Bit more reasonable on the Suravasa. Comp's still functional if he swaps out, if he wants to swap over onto the Hazard as well. Aren't we BST? You're right, we are BST. We have gone through daylight savings. You're right. You're right.
2, 1.
Not for North America, no. Unfortunately, too late for me. They start at 1 AM my time, which is... It's too much. Too much. Alright. Queen is the choice from Crocs. Teams have rolled out on opposite sides right now. Frosttail are on the far side. Trying to play slow and focus through point. The Hazard probably actually a little bit better than the Junker Queen in some ways against this. Has the wall to help force that objective. It will unlock in 5 seconds. Thank you, Big Arms Jacob, for the 6 months tier 1 as well. Onto the high ground right now. Willies is going to get responded to by Pack. Force out here. Crocs is going to step onto point, but Dip is matching that. Hold on. My fiance's calling me. Don't call me now. The game is on. I miss what happened, but it seems like we are very much fighting on the other side, and Keo has gone down. Now onto the high ground, taking a bit more space. Drops down, tries to focus out for Genji. Will get the first flip going the way of Quick Esports. It's not serious. We were just talking on WhatsApp, so it's not serious. I think she would very much rather I didn't take the WhatsApp call on stream. First fight for Quick Esports. They continue their forward momentum. They are a map down in this series, but they could be sending us to map 5. Kitsune rush advantage for Yoham. Maybe more importantly, look at this beat advantage for Natsuki. So much quicker than Gogo. Earlier on in the series, it was all Gogo with a faster beat, but Natsuki nearly has that beat. They've lost two. Gonna go for it. 3v5 beat. They need kills. Dip onto the backline. He needs to confirm this kill. But 3v5 beat. Willies is gonna combine as well. There's no more healing. They dash through. Dip trying to get them up. But Kiwi, high HP, will be able to survive that one. Thank you, Teddy, as well for the prime. And a quick, well, I say quick, but a retake in the end. Natsuki's beat questionable. Can't get divorced if you're not married yet. But Natsuki might regret investing this beat because now they are having to push and retake into a Rampage, into a Blade. A beat would really get them out of a pickle, or at least one of those pickles. Kitsune rush to start it from Kiwi, knifed in as well. Willies is going to be pulled through. Yoham's going over to the point to respond. Rampage comes through, but also Loba Suzu saves Zydra, but only for a little bit. He's got full pocket. Willies has died in the back. Zydra needs to do everything with this overclock, but simply can't. Zydra just find a trade for what it's worth. Hackle shutting that one down. Frosttails will remain in control of a point there. And actually, considering they invested the overclock, they get the Kitsune rush out, they give a Rampage out. This is a much more reasonable ult situation now from Quick Esports, and they have the time to touch. They have to be quick about it, but they have the time to touch. Gogo flooding back to the point. Yoham likely to start this one with Kitsune rush. Pack goes early with the Blade, though all over him. Blades will be traded. Slashes met. Gogo has the beat ready to go. Looking for this next one. Caught in the downpour. Gets the beat off. Is the overhealth enough? Yeah, Gogo's going to slip away from that one. Overclocking the back from Kyo. Doesn't find anything. Gogo does go down eventually. Crocs with the trade. No Lucios each. Willies is going to slide and try and find more, but he doesn't connect anything with that slash. He just gets focused down. Shot from all the sides. Now tank advantage for Queen. So good in these dogfight situations. And Frosttails with a comeback will take the first point. Everything thrown into that one. 10 ults used in total. Maybe really all comes down to that Natsuki beat. The decision to try and clutch 3v5 might well come back and bite them. A gift from Gogo, though. Where on earth did they find Gogo? Just strolling around out in the open. A nice early pick, and Frosttails, they might just have to concede the early flip here as a result. Point doesn't unlock for 15 seconds. If I'm Quick Esports now, I'm having a little look, seeing if I can catch anyone else, but Frosttails are quite far back right now. They nearly have the Kitsune Rush for a retake, so it might be a disengage option here for Quick Esports when this Kitsune Rush comes in. They've got eyes on the flank here. Hack is going to be repelled. Shout timing come in. Kitsune Rush comes in. Crocs finds one immediately with that. TP forward from Kiwi just to pocket through this assault from Willies. They did not try and disengage it. They just tried to fight. But they all play on the Kitsune Rush. Another Suzu comes out. They'll clean everything up there. And Frosttails getting the first cap over on point D here. Beat advantage for Natsuki again. Crocs has the Rampage already. Look at Crocs' position. He wants to go early with this Rampage when he gets it as well. He swung the corner. He shouted. Only he got the shout, though. They will walled off at the choke. Natsuki is in trying to mark this. Rampage comes through. It's Suzu'd, though. Willies was also caught. No Suzu, but plenty of HP. Dip has found two while Pack is dancing around underneath. Pack has found the trade back as well. It's just scattered fighting now. A dogfight. No ammo in the gun, but block does damage, so Willies will be fine. Natsuki is now in trouble. More trades back and forth. Remember, Frosttails have been in control of this point the entire time. So as they trade out, both teams will sort of stagger back towards the point. Willies wants to walk up early. They will be taking this fight. Kyo nearly has the overclock, but they nearly have all 5 Quick Esports. They can get on point. They drop a Kitsune Rush, but an easy enough shout disengage, I think, here for Frosttails. Very early coming out from Yoham. Downpour to try and chase more kills. Has locked up the Queen, so they have to invest a second ult, but it means they win the fight in a convincing way. They get all the kills. Trying to hunt down this Kiriko as well. Trying to force the TP out of Kiwi. Does he have it yet? Doesn't even have it yet. Will just die late. Important late kills to get. Beat and Overclock and Blade all available for Quick Esports. Gogo nowhere near that beat. So as this DPS ults come in for both teams, the Natsuki beat should put them over the line. It won't be one fight. Overclock started as well to force the deflect out, but it's only a Genji to shoot at. Pack is low, but Hydra can't find the kill. They're all pinned in there. Natsuki with the beat to push. Everyone gets the beat. They are all over him. Dip with the blade to finish. They use a lot. They use a lot. They now need to fight forward to make sure the touch is hard, but they lost Willies on the way in. And Pack is actually lurking behind. Pack's escape on the flank that we saw at the start of the fight means he can get the touch. Willies will be coming back. They're trying to hold forward with 4. Zydra's going to slide back. Indecision here from Quick. Pack has got the touch. They realise they have to go back. Pack is going to get the blade off. Shuts down Zydra. They respond to it quickly. Can they trade the kill on Pack? Full pocket coming through. Pack will live. Crocs has found a kill on point. And oh no. Really well played by Pack. He goes down late in the fight, but he has more than done enough for his team. And the 3 ults in the previous fight. And they lose Willies. And now, all of a sudden... Oh, they have to reverse sweep the series, and to keep reverse sweeping the series quick Esports, they have to reverse sweep the flashpoint. They've got no ults right now. Thank you, homie, with an extra Chromie 2 for the 2 months as well. Welcome back. Crocs is going to catch Zydra early, forces the TP out as well. Kitsune rush. Beat comes through from Gogo as well, who'll die right after it. They will win the fight. They have to use both support ults for it, so... Taking this fight before point unlocks and they trade downpour for both support ults. Lose the fight, happy with the ult trade if you're Quick Esports. Now they have Kitsune Rush, advantage coming back. Crocs has the Rampage foe. Yoham needs to get this Kitsune Rush and then it is all about Natsuzu. Willies has also gone Zarya though. We've saw, this is for, if everyone was back at Stockholm, this was the Toronto solution to the NRG comp. Play the Zarya. Bubble comes through. Getting this pressure out, Willies will be forced back. Suzu's been committed already, opening for Crocs if he can find it. You can see they're scared right now. Dip is awfully low in though. They're going to try and go right-hand side. They've forced him all the way back. This is a fight for free and it is getting desperate for him. They need to help Natsuki out of this one. One bubble was not enough. They are dying late. Willies is going to die on point. It's a disaster for Quick. The late trade from Zydra might just save it. But they have got one more shot at this. One more shot at this retake, and then they seem to win all the points after that as well. One step at the time and all that. Chance to go early with Overclock if I'm Frosttails. Use the Overclock, force the bubbles, force the Suzu, then try and set up Crocs for a Rampage finisher. Kitsune Rush comes out early, bubble in, forces them back. Zydra dies in the back. Crocs has just killed 2. He's not even popped the Rampage. Now the Rampage comes through. Will get Suzu'd, but Crocs is just going to do it the old-fashioned way. Takes care of 1, and it's just over. Keo with the Overclock to finish it. Dip is in the back, low on HP. And Frosttails, they go into the grand final. They've secured, at minimum, their spot in the promotion relegation games. And at best, the top seeds going into those games as well. Hard to say they didn't deserve it.
Play of the game.
Nepal, comfortable. Dorado, comfortable. Esperanza, they got themselves on the wrong side of that early snowball and weren't able to recover. But then once we go back onto Saravasa here, they play the Queen into the Hazard, and it looks comfortable. Cheers, Mag. All right. TA stream? Are they still... Who's got the stream? Where am I... What Twitch channel am I going to? Who's got it? Who's got it? Someone give me a clue. Arius? Oh, as in like Arius. Alright, let's tune in, shall we?
We'll cap that every single time, which in ranked is insane, but in like, you know...
Who's the bloody Smurf?
Division here, it's just bonkers. Maybe they lead that last one. The last possible pick.
What's happening?
From TA, they'll feel confident. I'm not 100% sure though, so we'll have to see where they end up going and if Arius can stay strong and get us coming back to 3-2 here. It's been a hell of a ride.
I feel like you can't be. I feel like it's weirder that no one's commenting on it. It's weirder if we didn't comment on it.
A 8-7 record, just beating
out Seems like we're between maps right now. TA with a 2-1 lead over Arius. Let's take a look at the scoreboard from map 4 while we're waiting for that, and then we can sort of watch along with the casters here from this final one, and then we'll call it. So this is the KD from the Saravasa between Frosttails and Quick Esports for one that secured Frosttails in that spot in the grand final. Redemption a little bit for Crocs again, 27-4. All of a sudden, it felt like it was Willies who was struggling a lot more in these ones. some of these engages felt very hard. I mean, Willie's certainly seems to have ability.
Not gonna lie, not the greatest look for Ares.
On the hazard,
We all know
but
they are very, very strong
Croc's
on
more
the
variety. The Junker Queen seems to really sort of throw him for a loop as well. And
Flashpoint.
really, some of the bigger situation, you come down to like maybe that last fight on Dorado where Natsuki dies with Ray, and then you come into maybe some of the overult situations there. That's where I think this really falls apart. That was where we saw the real
Arius
gap
win
there.
these.
Thank you, GCB. Thank you very much for the prime. Arius win these. Let's see. So 2-1 up for TA. TA probably a team we're slightly more familiar with, player-wise. We talked about them a little bit earlier. Arius, on the other hand, let me find my roster for you. Wait, I need Functionize for this. Functionize, there we go. So a few players you might be familiar with. I feel like I've seen a few of these guys playing in Swiss and everything before, but hard to argue that on paper TA don't have a bigger reputation. 99 on Ray, but had to touch. I know. I mean, that fight looks so different if you get the Ray off. So different.
Well, the Queen is looked pretty good. The Zarya was the one that you won your map on. You lost the Queen to the Ram.
Oh, I'm on the wrong tab. All right, so we'll just steal Arius's content here, streaming their match against TA.
So imagining we'll be seeing here some kind of mix of Juno Lucio, Juno.
Yeah, I mean, it was just bad to worse, right? Like the first point was just a complete travesty.
If Lodge does go for that Junker Queen, completely shutting down any advancement with those anti-grenades could be huge for TA.
Only found your balls on Esperanza. I mean, yeah, I mean, even Suravasa looked pretty reasonably winnable. There's a couple of big ult decisions kill you on Flashpoint. Ange eliminated, what's even the point? Ange is long gone. With Ange fallen, that opens up what most scientists call an Ange vacuum, which means there is space to replace the Ange, to fill the void that Ange has left.
Maybe like a diva, but running diva into either Queen or Zarya. We'll have to see.
These are the FACEIT Masters games, Taurus, and this is the top 2 teams from this tournament. They go into the promotion relegation games. So Frosttails, who you might have just seen, or they were the game that just finished, they will be in the top 2, and then now Arius and TA are playing for a chance to play off against Quick on Sunday for that final spot in the promotion relegation games. Then the actual promotion relegation, that happens on the 13th of April, on Sunday. Nobody ever filled the Ange hole. I could have phrased that better. We're actually going into Colosseo here, so let's see what we're working with. Oh, wait, let me turn off my overlay as well, out of respect for you guys. There we go. Now looks a bit better, more like it, doesn't it? Okay, Tamar onto the Ram. Juno Brig. Bandwise, we're working with a Kiriko. We're working with a Winston.
I don't know if you saw that bubble on Jesper, but
There's going to be Zarya versus Ram, so should be a bad matchup for Lars. Going to be helped out massively by Sleek finding the opening pick. I should lock in at respect, right? It's an important game. Elimination game, remember? TA have got Arius on the ropes. But an opening pick from Sleek is going to buy him valuable time and space. High max quality. We might just be in a restream and a stream situation, which makes it a little bit worse. Speedring out from Takuno. Just obviously these players on the high ground trying to poke his adventure out. Jesper Swag. Trying to threaten that flank. For now, though, Tamar is just sort of bullying back. For a Marcher wins a lot of this head-to-head with Azaria up top. So can bully for positioning. Put Lars on the back foot. There is a bubble onto that venture of the back line. Jesper Swag doesn't find anything with that, though. Slide coming back from Sleek. Form was used by Tamar, but we're back in this sort of slow, pokey version of the fight. Ult's charging up. Tech Salt slightly ahead on Ray. Sleek. Decent chunk ahead on that overclock, but no major moves so far. Bubble comes in again onto the venture. Jesper Swag can't find anything. Even with the bubble, burrow. Bubble burrow. Bubble bath. Not enough. And now player advantage. They're going to walk forward. Peekaboo gets a 1-for-1 trade. Needs to close his BLC. There we go. Will be traded out, but still player advantage walking forward. Ray comes out from Texel, walking over, beaming him, and just don't have the ults yet. Annihilation has been popped from Tama, but can he do it all himself? He's completely outnumbered. Walking into the Ray. He's found another kill here. He's all over Venture. Venture's been forced underground. Venture's low. Volta will finish it with a bit of help from Jesper there. Peekaboo is Gucci. Ah, okay. That makes sense. So, a game of inches right now as we are still mainly fighting over the corridor. Trades in that fight. Mainly thanks to Tama finding quite a lot with that Annihilation. All things considered, he was just kind of alone fighting into a Ray. Lars is getting very close in his grab. Overclock to start the fight. Our casters confirm this is not Marvel Rivals. I have to say I agree. The slow is huge from Tama. Beat comes out, but not in time to save Sleek. They're committing anyway now. Takuno with the Ray over top. And this beat has been a disaster. The overclock Ray combo. Brutal. And Lauren's going to clean that one up. Coming back, holding forward now. We can see Gucci, aka Peekaboo. He can play that top left if he wants, but he's actually been forced back early. Caught in the open for a second. Has to use a lot of his movement just to de-peek. Now we'll try and harass from his top left angle. Shield comes up. Raddy comes through. They want to break through the bubble. Defensive grab from Lars. Well found there. Now they're trapped in it. They just need for kills. Alba is awfully low. Good grab from Lars. And that one is converted. Jesper's going to dive in onto Tama to finish that one. Well handled grab as that rally push came in. Lars does a good job. Avoids getting bashed. Gets the grab off. And now, look at that. You can tell Lars has got the perk onto the high ground. 75%. Is it 75% increased knockback? Or increased? I don't know whatever you call it. It means he can jump. He can jump real high. Swinging round. Trying to fight for the lead. Tama's actually going to drop before lead. There's a tectonic shock on high ground, but nothing to really shoot. One more's into the back. Will help set up that kill onto Lauren. Lars gets traded, but that's really not worth it. Jesper's dived in for more. Jesper tries to do it all, but can't. Barrage is available. No burrow just yet for Jesper. Caught out in the open. No bubbles to get him out of that one. And they should be able to clean up this fight without using any more ults here. There we go. And TA, they hang on to a very slim lead. 75% increased self knockback. I see. Yeah. Slight advantage for TA. Going to try and extend that one here now. They have the Ray, Barrage, Annihilation all to throw in here. Double support ult for Arias. But the beat can pale in comparison to some of these ults. A Ray, Barrage combo, even the Annihilation. Texel doesn't quite have the Ray yet. Takuno has it now. Takuno's going to drop it immediately. Texel still needs 3%. Lars is going to try and jump back, but Tama is on the chase, and Tama will connect. Texel doesn't even get a chance to pop that one. And this is just going to be a fight conceded, more meters conceded. They'll have their ults for the retake before checkpoint. Slow is good, and Tama is just walking forward, taking everything right now.
Every single time he has died first, TA has won the fight. Every time he has survived.
This next one's for checkpoint. I don't know if they can go before. They can go before it if they really want, but they might have to rush it a little bit. Lars is quite far back. Are they going to commit to it? Not committing to it. No, they let the checkpoint go through. I think they had time to touch there, but they opt just to take the ult trade instead. Texel, there's the overclock Ray. Barrage on the high ground. Sleek takes him out of the sky. Lars is going to die again. You can see some of the trouble this Zarya has against the Ramattra. Tama's Annihilation cleaning him up. Texel is 1 HP. Volta didn't invest the beat into that either. Have to ask some questions here. When it's such an important fight, your side of the map needs to win it. Where is this beat? They will give a respawn. They'll be able to trade it out, but they conceded a significant checkpoint here. The literal checkpoint, and even some more meters. Some meal meters after that. Now, we always talk about it on Esperanza when we saw in our previous series about game management once you have the lead. TA now in commanding control. Less than 4 minutes left on this map. To send them through to that lower bracket final versus Quick Esports and to eliminate Arias. No swap on the Zarya all this time from Lars as well. Beat still available for Volta. Lauren starting with the overclock might be the more obvious choice here for TA. Needs to be careful when they swing forward that they don't get caught in this grab. They don't know that Lars doesn't quite have it yet, but Lars is so close. Need to nail these grab fights if they're to have a chance. They're trying to play it slow actually instead. Just find that opening. Lars has the grab ready to go now. Spam into main. Wants more than just for Ramattra in it. No bubbles just yet. 1 second on that cooldown. Now a chance to swing. Eyes on them. They are all here. Catches all the squishies. Rally up. Shields up. Where's the damage? Jesper from the side on the Farah has the barrage. Doesn't combo it with him. Jesper is now stuck in behind. Has that barrage. Trying to push into the Zarya, but Sleek has been caught and Jesper goes wide. I thought it was going to be a Grav barrage. I thought it was going to be something like that. We still have this bloody beat as well, Arius.
Distant memory. DA as well only invested the rally back there. Jesper was not on the angle deep enough. He couldn't get the side.
And all of a sudden, Arius, they're on the ropes. They haven't invested his ults.
Either as well.
And this is a scary situation. It's starting to look curtains for Arius here. 2 minutes left on the clock. Beat available, Ray available. They've got ults to get back into it, but they need stuff to start going their way. Now the beat comes out from that Ray. Texel still has for Ray to layer in afterwards. Waiting for that one pulled from Texel. Lauren has the overclock in the bag. Zarya comes flying up, but Lars has taken so much damage. They still have for Ray. Overclock is popped now. Sleek maybe saves for life. All the ults invested in the end. They lose Voltzer. Oh, they tried to milk those ults. They tried to save them, but in the end, they needed all of them. They put 4 there. And TA, they lose the fight. But they are laughing all the way to the bank.
And how many ults to work with?
Tana has the Annihilation. Jesper is back onto the Venture after that barrage. But this is such a difficult situation. A minute and a half. They need a bit of magic. They need some neutral to win. They need to deal with this barrage. They need to deal with this Annihilation. They've got no ults with which to do it. They need something from these bubble timings with their Venture. They need Sleek to find him an opening pick. TA have all the advantages they could possibly ask for. Full energy now for Lars, but no bubbles for a second. Has to be careful walking up. Just trying to spam and poke this Remarcher out. Sleek's going to find that opening pick right now. Annihilation pulled from Tama. Catches Voltzer immediately. Catches Jesper as well. And he might just be good for it. The slow into 3. It's another good Annihilation from Tama. He will clean up this Zarya. He will take all of the energy as well. Disruptor shot 6 to Tama, but it will make no difference. 5 for Tama. No problem at all. An ace. Alba with a little roll out to get himself onto the high ground as well, and it is looking like TA are about to secure their spot in that lower bracket final on Sunday. Barrage from Gucci available. Is he going to try and catch him early? They need to be worried about this Grav, but Barrage can relieve a lot of pressure. And there is the Grav. Look at Gucci. He wants to find the follow-up, but pull in. 1 HP. Texel lives. Texel lives. Trades. They find kills in the Grav as well. They avoid the Barrage. They win the Grav. Fight back onto the high ground, and it might just be a clean sweep. Good fight from Arius there. And they've given themselves a chance, but 15 seconds. They need to get checkpoint. They need everything to go their way. And remember, trades will be absolutely brutal for Arius here. So they need to win these fights cleanly. Minimal trades. They've got the overclock to start in this one. Sleek needs to find something early with it. Hoping for it. Body shot on. Farah dives onto it. Gucci finds the trade. Jesper still gets more. Voltzer is just flying into this Farah. Pull in. Voltzer actually wins this duel. They've kept the overtime going. They're coming back to deal with Tama on point. They'll deal with Tama. They'll turn off for forward spawns now. I think it was maybe Takuna got forward spawn. No one else. And they have Tectonic Shock. They nearly have double support out as well. They're trying to tap for card. Careful, careful, careful. Trying to buy a little bit more time here for Sleek to come back. Slowing it down, but now they are forced to swing. They have to commit to this one. Lauren nearly has the overclock. Voltzer has the beat. Might be a sooner rather than later situation as they start walking underneath. They're trying to poke out Gucci on the high ground. Walking forward. Need to be so careful. Lars is stuck underneath. Shield as well to block the beat. Voltzer drops the beat, but the shield from Tama blocks it, denies the beat. They walk forward. Texel drops the ray. They're investing everything into this. All the damage onto Tama, but Tama has Annihilation. Booped back. Jesper finds a 1-for-1 trade on the high ground. 1-for-1 isn't enough. Tama continues to anchor the payload. Now the ray from the high ground from Tectuno. Torpedo Swing going to do so much damage. He kills 2. Oh, what a good shield from Tama. He's just good for it. Shields for beat. Voltzer only catches 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5 is not enough. Takuno with the ray to finish the job. And TA secure themselves a spot. Lower bracket final. A chance. One more game. One more match to try and secure a spot in promotion relegation later this month.
Into their favor, but just TA had so much more brawl than Eris did. Jesper just was not able.
Congratulations. Decent final map, actually. Yeah, imagine Lottie's pleased with that one. Have I ever applied for the OWCS? Unfortunately, they're not interested in my services. It's all right. I can do it for the love of the game, though. Appreciate the compliments, though. Have fun casting TA and TU. Nisov does, of course. Well, they've got to get past Quick Esports first.
Finals.
Couldn't afford me anyway. Thank you.
I think an earlier end than some of us saw, but considering the
So yeah, confirmation of our bracket. I can take a look at the scoreboard from that final map as well. I mean, the Zarya just felt really hard. Scoreboard at 4. So yeah, the Zarya just felt really hard. I think we might see that reflected a little bit. You can see, I presume Lars is LA Fish. Couple more deaths. In general, 5k damage gap, and that is just, a lot of that is just Tamer's ability. Every time he has that slow timing, every time he has that shield timing, he was applying so much pressure. Sorry, yeah, the Pharah makes it even harder. So I was really surprised not to see, I don't know what they played throughout the rest of the series, but really surprised that they stuck on the Zarya for so, well, literally the entire map. Obviously, they nearly made a bit of a comeback, but once we get to these overtime fights, you can't trade, everything like this. A couple of the beats really weren't good. The last beat, particularly tragic. I mean, credit to Tamer for putting the shield, forcing Vulture into a difficult situation. But even the one before that was milked a really long time. Felt it was more chance to invest it. I felt Arius were trying to play a very disciplined game in terms of only investing ults when they really needed to. I think multiple times it came back to bite them. There was that one fight. Do you remember the one where they used 4, right? Where they were really trying not to use everything, but then the fight gets so scary. There's this real hard thing in Overwatch where it's a messy situation, stuff's going on, and you want to use enough to win, but only just enough to win. You don't want to blow your whole load. You want to drop the whole bank. You just want to win by the smallest possible margin, so you keep the largest number of ultimates for the next fight. And I think that's what Arius were trying to do, which is the correct thing to do. But it's if you get it wrong, obviously that's a mistake, and that's going to cost you. Whew. All right. Nice little Thursday night stream. Couple of nice games. I'll get the VOD. Congratulations, Alba. Ready for the bit. Is it Sunday? Sunday at 7, right? Sunday at 7. We're not doing Jacob's Scrim. Scrim. I gotta go. Congrats, Alba. Tamer here as well. Nicely done, Tamer. Looking clean on the Remarcher. Only saw the last map, but what are the stats saying? I'll flick them back up for you. Oh, that's the wrong game. That's the right game. Pretty one-sided. I mean, pretty even. The biggest gap is probably between Tamer with a 5k damage gap, less deaths, 10 more kills than tank counterpart. I mean, playing Ram into Zarya, you should have a field day, but you did have a field day, so took advantage of what was there to be taken advantage of. So, all right. I think, yeah, so plan for the weekend, if anyone's wondering. We're doing China tomorrow morning. I believe it starts 10 a.m. BST. And then we're doing China on Saturday, China on Sunday. Soup is happening the same time, but it's the first part of Soup, which is just the lower end of Korean teams. So we might sort of min-max a little bit depending on games. So, yeah, no, China or WCS is happening and Soup is happening same times this weekend, so the games are overlapping. Soup isn't happening on Friday, though. Soup doesn't start until Saturday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, China or WCS playoffs. Saturday and Sunday, Soup Cup. The first week of Soup Cups. And this is not with Virtus Pro and Nightmare yet. There's 8 Korean teams fighting it out to compete against the top-seeded team. Yeah, so Nightmare and Virtus Pro are going to play next week. I'll show you the Soup Cup in case people aren't aware. It's Soup is a Korean streaming service. Where am I going? Soup Cup. And they're hosting they're based in Korea. So they're going to be hosting this tournament. These are the games we're going to get this weekend. These sort of 2 mini brackets here. Let me zoom that in a little bit for you. Respect. And then next week, this is the one everyone's really excited about because then Wei and T1, they enter the field. And most interestingly, Nightmare and Virtus Pro enter the field. But before that, we're going to let these 8 Korean teams, these sort of up-and-coming or lower-end Korean teams, sort of bottom OWCS / best of the rest, and they're going to be fighting it out for a chance to go up against T1 and Wei to go into this part of the bracket. Crazy match to end the Arius run. Oh yeah, I appreciate you guys putting on the stream as well, Natnif. I 100% stole the content at the end, so thank you. Yeah, Top Dragon off Gen G. Roster-wise, if anyone's missing the roster announcements, it is Sauna and Top Dragon have been dropped from Wei. Oh, sorry, dropped from Gen G. Top Dragon has appeared on the Wei roster, which really, I think, leads a lot of people very much to believe, with Who Are You off the Wei roster, Top Dragon on that roster, that maybe Gen G have made a move for Who Are You, which would seem pretty reasonable, right? I think it's hard to argue that Zodial and Who Are You won't be a good DPS combo, right? Seems hard to argue. Top Dragon's also going to be having a break after Soup. Yeah. All good. Glad to enjoy. Yeah. The Icon World map, had you really convinced Arius would have taken it? Not officially timed, but all the signs are there, right? All the signs are there. It's like not official, but if you're a betting man, I'd put money on it. All seems like it's really lined up. Anyway, I think that'll do us for the stream. Let me find... Is Hattie streaming? Should I just send you the way of Hattie? Anyone else streaming who might be more in need? Let's just go to Hattie, yeah? Raid Crits Cast? Not today. When I do a TF2 stream, we can raid Crits Cast. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the show. I know it was a bit of a short one. I'll get the VOD uploaded to YouTube as well if anyone missed any of the action or wants to watch any of it back, etc., etc. Hope you enjoyed the show, though. I'll see you tomorrow for China OWCS and across the weekend for more Overwatch as well. If you want to see the FACEIT Masters continue, it all continues on Sunday, so be there for that. To be decided, San. We're in negotiations with some people. I won't go into it now because the stream's ending. We're in negotiations. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. There'll be Overwatch action. Go enjoy Hattie's stream. Go say hello to him. And I'll see you tomorrow.